It is a snowy yet beautiful day on planet Earth. It is one day before Christmas, maybe two, maybe three, who knows. But Christmas is coming. And to celebrate this beautiful holiday, four of the weirdest, loveliest, most beautiful Magic the Gathering people I know are going to tell you a carol of Christmas, of love, of future, of greed, and maybe combinations. Infinite combinations or not. Maybe mooses, maybe geese, maybe elk, maybe a partridge, and a Christmas tree. Hello, everybody. My name is Daniel. You cannot see me on screen, sadly, because I don't have that Christmas present yet. But I will have that soon because I have been spoiled by my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girlfriend. But you can see three other beautiful individuals on screen. And tonight we are telling a Christmas story through Magic the Gathering, the game we all play and the game we all love. And I have three wonderful guests. In the top left corner, for me, I have the Chaos Master himself, Mr. Bevers. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Daniel. Thank you for having us.
On my right, and maybe his right as well, I have SteelcityBrad.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for having us. I'm excited to play.
And in the bottom right, how can you not invite her? I have SteelcitySteph.
Hello, hello.
Hello. So, this is a fun idea that came to life while standing in line for making a photo for Bobby and a video. And it is finally here, the moment at least I have been waiting for. We all build decks as a Christmas story. So, could you all tell us and everybody watching what your deck is and what Christmas story you are playing?
Sure, I'll kick us off. This is my mono black King Makar deck, or as I call it, Scrooge, or hashtag bah humbug deck. This is a mono black deck that tells the tale of Scrooge when he is his Scroogiest. The deck contains the three spirits of past, present, and future, and Scrooge himself. And there's one other hidden creature that I put in because I love the Muppets Christmas Carol. And that is my favorite version of Christmas Carol. So I added a character that is specifically from that version of Christmas Carol into the deck. And so there's a fourth creature in the deck. But other than that, there's no other creatures. It is literally a deck that is just about saying bah humbug to everyone else and what they're doing. So it's just about like a mono removal deck is basically the way that it works. So it'll have a bunch of ways to gain life when things die or drain opponents for when things die. It will also have things like Revel in Riches because, of course, Scrooge loves his gold. Things like that.
What about you, Brad? What are you bringing to the table?
My deck tells the story of Santa Claus. I'm getting in the Christmas spirit by giving gifts. So this deck is called I Saw Kid with Cosplay Santa Claus after the classic Christmas song about
Hmm.
King Plymouth. This deck it is taking gift giving to the most literal place I could get it in Magic the Gathering, and it is a 5 color deck that I have included all of the Bloomberg gift mechanic cards in, and also I have told myself that whenever I play a card with the gift mechanic, I'm always going to give the gift, even if I don't need to. But tie that in with a couple other the like some other group hug mechanics. That's the word the mechanic for the phrase I was looking for. But and then in the end, if all goes well, we will live happily ever after.
Oh,
And by that I mean we're going to try to win with happily ever after. And that's the deck.
beautiful. love how you added slides to this. I should have added slides. Steph, what is the story you're telling tonight?
Well, it's I don't know that it's a full story so much as so in the Night Before Christmas poem, the famous, the famous Christmas poem, they say, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 28 tiny reindeer. And so that is that's what we're doing today. We don't have a sleigh, but we do have 28 tiny reindeer. And so this is a deck that is piloted by Giganta the Wellspring, and there are just as many elves as I could find that can contribute meaningfully to a game of Magic are in this deck. And so we're just going to try to win with the raw power of elves. And as it turns out, that's not very much, but we're going to do our very best with it.
One could say we're about to get slayed by the
Oh,
elves. I am a big fan of the story of Scrooge. So I took a little piece of Bevers deck and I gave it a 2025 Marvel spin. I am playing the Ghost of Christmas Future, which in this case is none other than Tony Stark. I am going to share everything with everyone, including the top card of my deck, the everything that is exiled in exile, or everything that is foretold, because you will, and I will, and we will all see the future. And the deck will decide if it's grim or not. It is the Christmas future. There are gifts, there are stones, and there are as I should. There is a ton of puns going around.
Perfect.
Futures and
Love
stuff
it.
like that. So that is what I. Everybody has a good 7. And
Well, I have 7. I don't know if it's good.
I also have 7. I don't know if they're good, but it's 7.
I have the same problem. And I rolled 2 cacti, which means I can start the game, which feels rigged. I know, I get it. But I saw it coming. So let me draw my card and play this Firebluff Canal. Tap it for my very first knowledgeable piece of technology, and I will pass the turn.
A Brainstone? All right. Well, I'll draw for turn. And I will play what everyone knows to be Scrooge's most iconic thing, and that is, of course, his treasure vault.
Oh, nice. Oh,
And I
very
will
nice.
pass the turn.
All right. Well, I am going to play. I think this. We'll play this Ketria Triome. It'll be tapped and I'll pass. I don't have a witty remark about my lands.
I should be more on brand here.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Cute.
The Bog Humbug.
I like it. All right, I will play a Rafine's Tower, and I will pass the turn.
I will draw for turn. And I will play a Arena of Glory tap and pass my turn.
Right. We'll draw for turn. We'll play a snow-covered swamp because, as we all know, Scrooge and the Christmas Carol takes place during the winter. We will pay 2 for this cool charcoal diamond because, Bob Cratch is not allowed to have any coal because we keep it all for ourselves. We'll pass to Brad.
Well, untap. Well, darn. I'm gonna play this Arid Mesa, which I will sacrifice for. I'm gonna get a whatever the white black surveil land is. I'm gonna say that you'll notice I have a lot of good lands in here. I did not want to put any effort into building this mana base, so I'm playing 40 lands, and it's 10 Triomes, 10 Shocks, 10 Surveil lands, 10 Fetches, and
Yes.
just we I ask everyone very earnestly to not play Blood Moon or Back to Basics.
I'm also in 5 colors, Brad. I think I have like 5 or 6 non-basic or 5 or 6 basics in here. So
I'm playing mono black, so I can't do either of those things to you.
Well, if we're doing confession time, I'm playing 2 colors and I'm only playing 1 basic.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I have done my surveil. I chose to keep it on top, and I will pass the turn.
okay, I will draw my card for turn. I will play a Savannah because I am a tryhard,
Ooh.
and I will pay 2 for an arcane signet, and I will pass the turn. I have domain cards in here because I run 5 colors, and so the lands that have multiple types we just threw in here.
I am going to give the village of Scrooge a landmark by playing this reliquary tile
Ooh.
and passing the turn.
We will play a swamp. Another snow-covered swamp, I should say. I guess, right? We just pay 4 and it's good old Scroogey boy out into play. Here he comes. Gonna say bah
Very nice.
humbug to all y'all things. Pass the turn to you, Brad.
All right. Well, I am going to shock myself via a watery grave.
Hmm.
And I'm going to play this Dakkon Shadow Slayer,
Hmm.
who will enter the battlefield with a loyalty counter for each land I control. So we'll give him 3. And he's in here because Happily Ever After tells me that I have to have lots of different card types. So I need to play talkers.
He's here because Christmas. I swear.
Yeah, Christmas. Yeah, you know.
The classic Christmas Dakkon Shadow Slayer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will go over this Veiled Seal. Oh, these are both magic cards. I will keep them both on top because I'm in a giving mood. And I will pass the turn.
You're gonna keep them on top so that you can play them yourself because you're in a giving mood.
Well, I mean, but they're, I said that they're group up cards.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. I will play a tapped Stomping Ground, and I will pay 3 for a timely Commander Sphere. Oh, loudly rampant. I will pass the turn after that.
There we go. It's the Commander Snow Globe, right?
Indeed. You get it. It's totally a theme choice.
I am going to play a famous Christmas scape because it's Christmas everywhere in the multiverse. And I am going to play the first of the many mind-numbing things for Scrooge.
All right. We found Jace.
I am going to +0. I'm going to draw, and they will be these. And with that, the future is predicted, and I will pass my turn.
Oh, all right. Okay. There's a lot of planeswalkers going on here.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about that?
Well, listen, as Scrooge does, he doesn't like to give gifts, but he likes to make sure everyone's on, feels like they're in the dregs of everything, so everyone can have swamps. See, that's how this works.
Oh.
So you're all welcome. I think doesn't really something about either one of these planes. So I think obviously Scrooge, not a fan of either of these things, is going to go ahead and attack Dakkon for 2.
Well, that was rude.
It's an attack on Dakkon.
Attack on Dakkon.
All right.
And then I think we will pay 2 for this liquid metal orc. Because to Scrooge, everything is just a tool. Or in this case, an artifact. A way to make more money.
Yeah.
I will then pass the turn, I believe. No, these are all of these things are sorceries. We should just do. Oh, let's pay 3 for Scrooge's trusty ebon horse. Everyone knows Scrooge had a horse. He definitely had a carriage of some kind, I'm sure. Yeah, there you go. So I will then pass the turn to you, Brad.
All right. Let's see. I don't play any creatures.
I mean, you could.
I'm going. I could. I'm going to pay 3, and the first in a long line of presents. I'm going to play this Rites of Flourishing.
Hear me. All right.
So at the beginning of each player's draw set, they draw an additional card, and each player may play an additional land on each of their turns.
Whoa.
I'm helping. Is really what it comes down to.
That is helping. You were correct.
I'm going to play. So I'm going to make my 2 land drops. It'll be a Windswept Heath and a Breeding Pool, which will be tapped. I'll actually go ahead and crack this Windswept Heath. I have actually fetched twice, so I could be at 36. I'm going to get Cryome, probably. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Sure. A Rogren Triumph, And then I will, now that I've shuffled, I'm going to plus 1 Dakkon, and we're going to hit him with a Surveil 2.
Your Triumph's tapped, right?
Yeah.
Sound effect really made it.
It's important. Yeah. And that. I'm keeping it on top because I'm a cool kid, and I will pass.
Okay.
Are you gonna make these benefits every time you tap and untap things? Maybe.
I sure hope so.
I can. I feel like that's part of the magic.
Okay. I'm gonna play a Flames for turn and a Watery Grave for turn. I'm going to lose 2 life to have that come in and tap. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Gigantha mana.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna play jeggy.
Jeggy with the leggies. That works.
Oh no.
Jeggy with the legs.
I think
Why they call them stockings, right?
I think that's all I can do. So maybe, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave those 2 untapped, and I'm gonna pass the turn.
All I hear is bye, Mr. American Pie. Put my jeggy to the leggy, but the leggy.
Leggy to the leggy. There you go. See? Now you know your next parody song, right? That's what it comes down to.
I am going to release this on Gigant to Be Kidding Me Records.
There we go. Perfect.
I'll draw 2 cards I have seen before. Since I am playing adjacent to Scrooge, I have a greedy mana base, so I will shock you before I can Sulfur Falls. And now, the gift of hindsight, but for you, the gift of the future. I would like to play Future Sight.
Future Sight.
Nice.
Wait a minute.
Very on theme, love it.
Very on the nose, yeah.
It's incredibly on. I will now have sliding motion so you can see the top card, which is Shape Anew.
Like that card.
But I will put 2 back on the bottom or on the top, starting with Joyride. And with that, I would like to pass my turn.
Okie doke. Go next turn. Draw an additional card. We'll play a land, but not more than that because we only have 1. Unfortunate for us, but it's how it is. When King Makar untaps, we have a trigger, which is when it untaps. You may exile target creature. If you do, put a colorless artifact token named Gold on the battlefield. It has sacrificed this artifact. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. So, there is only one other legal target other than King Makar himself.
Oh,
I will choose not to because I want to see what Steph's deck does with this elk mana. I think that's the plan. Because we're here for Christmas spirit and here for a good time. So Scrooge can forget about the elk for a turn. That's fine.
He's too hung up with his horse.
Yeah, he's too hung up with his horse. He doesn't need to go see this elk. So we'll move to combat, and I will attack Jace this time for 2.
Totally understandable.
I mean, at least he's still around. Says Scrooge is only gonna do a little poking, just a little bit of poking here and there. We did, however, find the Ghost of Christmas Present. So we're gonna go ahead and show you who that is by tapping these wonderful cards like this. It's Cryptcast, everybody. It's the spirit of Christmas Present. Because it's all about being greedy and getting lots and lots of mana. So the next thing we're gonna do is we have this wonderful 6 mana now. So instead, we're gonna tap these, and we're gonna play this Tempting Contract, which is what Scrooge is all about. Are you wanting to take a loan out on your house, or would you like to buy? Lend money from me. I will borrow. I will definitely lend you money, no problem. You can borrow all you like. What's that? My interest rate is 40%. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I will then proceed to passing the turn to you, Brad.
All right. I'll untap. And I get to draw an extra card. Thanks, Rights of Flourishing. I'm going to take a moment here to sort of fix my lands because they're getting all out of control.
Don't forget, they all make black.
Oh yeah, we're in business. Okay.
And did you draw your extra card for rights?
I did.
Sweet.
I sure did. All right. Let's first surveil 2. I like these. Okay. Yeah, I'll put them back like this. And then I will pay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, white, blue, red, green. Yeah. It's Kineos and Tiro. Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Being at my end step, I draw a card. Then each player may put a land in their hand on the battlefield. And each opponent who doesn't draws a card.
Now, are they the ones that saw Kenrith cosplaying Santa Claus?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
It was Kineos is talking to Tiro about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Then I will just go to my end step. I will draw a card, and I will put a commercial district onto the battlefield tapped. I will surveil 1, but I already know what's in this. Then each of you may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield, and if you don't, you can draw a card.
I'll draw a card.
Oh, cool. I'll also draw a card.
I will also draw.
Ho ho ho! I'll pass my turn.
All right. I will draw an additional card per turn because Brad is so nice.
Great, damn! I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah. Okay, I will play a tropical island.
Nice.
And I will play a godless shrine. I will reduce my life total by 2. I'm gonna tap jeggy. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 5 to cast Gilded Lotus.
I'm ready for Scrooge to have regrets.
And then I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Joda's Codex.
The Jodex?
Which says
You must be Jodexing
I
me.
can pay 5 and tap it to draw a card. This costs 1 less for each basic land type among lands I control. I have all 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tap it and draw.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go to combat. And I am going to attack Mr. Mind Sculptor for 5.
He saw it coming.
Yeah. And then I will pass the turn.
We'll untap and draw 2. Aha! It is the season. That is only in there because of that joke. I must admit. Now for my next trick. How many cards does
Yeah,
everybody
I
have?
thought this was the holiday season. We're supposed to be doing gifts, not tricks. Tricks was in October.
It is a season to be bold. So I thought a trick would be
I
bold right now.
I have 4 cards in hand.
4,
I have 5.
5.
What's your next up?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I have 5.
In that case, I might just need to confront Scrooge with the ghost of Christmas
Future?
future. First, I'm going to play a mountain and a Mystic Sanctuary tap, and for 5 mana, play the ghost of Christmas future, also known as Iron Man.
I like it.
In this timeline of Marvel, Tony Stark is just a very lovable, somewhat therapeutical helper of people who have a lot of money instead of him having a lot of money. I would like to go to combat. As is tradition of this story, I would like to wake up Scrooge by attacking.
Ah!
I have a trigger which allows me to make a treasure and then sack a creature to, or sack a non-creature artifact to get a card that is +1 out of my deck. I will sack that treasure to get the Dreidel of Knowledge, and that is, of course, the one, the only Sensei's Defining,
Ah, yes.
which I will have to put in. And the key to the vault. Whose
This vault?
I don't know whose fault, but it's probably Scrooge's fault.
Dang. Getting robbed after I'm dead? What a surprise.
Yes. I also have Jessica's last will in here because at one point life's gotta end. And that is my turn for now. I would like to pass it.
I will untap. I will draw for Rites of Flourishing. Used to play any lands. He crumbles sometimes.
Man, you got grip gas. You don't need lands.
Have an upkeep trigger that I missed, but hey, who wants a treasure token? Anyone?
Nobody gets treasures. You give golds. You don't get treasures.
For the
Oh, the
15
tempting
contract.
contract gives treasures. Who wants treasures?
I'll take a treasure.
Okay. Anyone else?
I don't need one. Thank you.
I should not be making a deal, the one I'm trying to hunt, but I am tempted enough to take a treasure.
Ah, I knew it.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness gracious.
Is it
Both of you are weak.
corporate greed?
Well, I get 2 treasures because you 2 made. Steph, you didn't make, right?
I did not make one, no.
And then I have King Makar untapping, and we'll go ahead and we'll shoo away the ghost of future.
Yes.
And I will make a gold.
You get a gold though. How exciting!
Do I also get gold?
Oh, no, you don't get a gold now.
Just
Sorry,
me, I get the gold.
No, of course. No.
Just me, I get the gold. No one else gets the gold. Scrooge doesn't just give out gold to people until after he's had his epiphany, but that doesn't happen with this deck. Just so we're clear, like this. We never get to that point.
I'm doing my best here.
Yeah, the only time that Scrooge will get to the point where he gives gifts is once the ghost of future has shown him his own death, and then that's it. That's where the story ends.
So what you're saying is, if you die to Iron Man combat damage this game, we've got to that point in the story where
correct, 100%, exactly. And then that's why Scrooge then phases out of existence on this table, because the new Scrooge would have to come in and he'd have to be like bright and bubbly and giving gifts. So it'd be basically like your deck.
Wow! All right.
Wow.
We're experiencing a branching timeline here.
There we go. See? So now I'm going to do some weird stuff. Weird stuff? Sure. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll sack the gold. We'll play an unwinding clock. Because as we all know, Scrooge is all about keeping time of everything. Everything is scheduled. If you're late on your payment,
He
it
knows.
doesn't matter. That's it. You incur extra wrath. So we have to have a clock that represents that, and this is the one that I chose. There's probably other options, but this is the one that went into this.
That's the best one.
It's pretty good, right? I mean, and then I guess we could have extorted that too, but that's fine. We'll just go ahead and we'll pay 3 for this cool staff of domination, which we will pay the last of the 4 mana from these swamps into extorting. So you'll all lose 1 life and I'll gain 3.
Oh no.
I thought Scrooge was a one-man operation, but he clearly has staff working for him.
Right? I mean, like, to be fair, he does have staff working for him. He doesn't pay them very well,
Oh,
like at all. And he doesn't let them have coal for the furnace that's in their room. So everything is like they have to thaw out the ink with candles.
oh.
It's very bleak. It's very bleak.
Very uncool of him, yeah.
I think we will move to combat, and we will go ahead and swing King Makar at Daniel for 2, and then we will pay 2 and untap King Makar to exile Tynos and Tiro because they were making rumors. We heard it. And Scrooge isn't about that. And that'll make a gold for us. And
Only
then
Scrooge
I will.
can have all the good things. You can't just be giving presents to other people.
I know.
And Scrooge isn't.
Scrooge.
How dare you give
Oh.
gifts and then also spread lies? I don't know what lies you're spreading, but rumors are rumors. You got to be careful with those.
Yeah.
At this point, I will pass the turn, and at your upkeep, I will untap all my artifacts.
I'll draw an additional card. Wow, that is okay. You know what? I think I have had enough of Scrooge.
That's fair.
Seems
I
fair.
would like to -3 Dakkon Shadow Slayer to exile target King Makar.
Wow.
The classic Christmas Dakkon Shadow Slayer slaying.
Yeah.
Okay. King Makar has been exiled.
If he is not the embodiment of generosity and kindness, I'm not sure who is.
Yeah. Let's see. 5. Yeah. I will pay 5, and we'll get out Santa Claus himself.
Oh.
Kenrick the Returned King.
Here.
And I haven't yet given an actual gift, so I think now is the time. I am going to play Sazakab's Brew, which I gotta tap my stuff. This and treasure can go. I'm going to gift a tapped fish to Daniel.
Yes.
Also, as an instant to cast this spell, I have to discard a card. I will discard. Let's discard Narset of the Ancient Way. That's not very Christmas. So, target player, Brad, will draw 2 cards. And if the gift was promised, target creature I control, Kenrith, will get +2/+0 until end of turn.
All right.
And then I will play this Meticulous Archive as my land for the turn, which will let me surveil. I did not realize I had this card in my deck. I don't know why it's in my deck. I'm going to put this twitching doll into my deck.
What a weird gift that Santa left under our tree. Why is this doll seem to be crawling? I don't understand.
Doll made of spiders.
Well, that is something I do not want to open on Christmas morning for sure.
Worst Santa ever.
I will pass turn.
Oh shit.
So,
Wow.
just to prove my dedication to the bit of always giving the gift, I wanted to cast that spell last turn, but because I didn't have a creature I could target with the second part of if I gifted a gift, I couldn't cast it.
Right.
I put 2 lands. And then I will pay 1, 2. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna untap this. I'm gonna tap this because I still have lands of many colors. I'm gonna draw a card. Oh, I am glad I did this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll pay 4 for Joda, Archmage Eternal,
All right.
which is not a reindeer, but really helps the reindeer that's in the command zone.
It's your next version of Santa.
It's true. I would like to tap Jeggy to cast the Stampeding Elk Herd,
Yes.
and then I will pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for Oko, the ringleader.
Uh-oh.
Oko, the ringleader, is going to have not committed a crime, so I'm just going to go ahead and -1 Oko. I don't know how I do this. Oh, here we go. Remove a loyalty counter. Here we go. And then I need to reset counters. There we go. There we go. I like that. So -1 on Oko. I'm going to make an elk token.
Oh dear.
And then I am, indeed. And then I am going to pass the turn.
I am going to see what the future holds. Untap. Draw 2 cards, which are the Key to the Vault and a Misty Rainforest. And I will reveal to you an actual Ghost of Christmas Future. I will play the Misty Rainforest and crack it. Sadly for the ghost.
I'm sure the ghost will come back, right? That's what always happens. They're very hard to get rid of once they're there, right? Speaking from experience, it's Scrooge, you know.
The only thing that can save the ghosts is the vacuum, and it is somewhere, but
The dustbuster of Antioch or whatever. Yeah.
Just after
I will other Jace, because he always knows what's up.
Jace knows a lot of things.
He knows a lot of things. And now, for my Christmas miracle, I am going to crack the Brainstone. I'm going to draw free and put a couple of cards on top, which will be, I will put on top the Chart Fourier Warped Space, which is not good housing for Scrooge, and See the Truth. I would like to cast See the Truth from the top of my deck, so Scrooge can see the actual truth.
Are you taking those, Mr. B?
I mean, I don't really have a response, so yeah.
And See the Truth says, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them in your hand. If the spell was cast from anywhere other than your hand, put all of them in your hand. It is 2 lands, of course, and the Warped Space. The card on top is, of course, Great Furnace, which keeps it all going. Left 4, I have 4. I can still play 1 land, 5. Well, I might as well. I will play another land in the form of Training Center. Play Scrooge's Last Will. How many cards does everybody have?
I have 3.
I have
Still
6.
4. 6. I will go for 6 and cast Scrooge's biggest nightmare as a homeowner. Warped Space. Which says a card from exile can be cast for free once each turn. For 2 mana, I would like to foretell a card. That will be my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, I will pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and draw a card. And we'll untap everything, draw, and then draw 4 Rites of Flourishing.
You're welcome.
We'll play this swamp, I guess. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kenrith. I appreciate that. Murder. Oh, sorry. I mean, what? Bah humbug. That's what I meant.
Murder.
Okay. We go 2, 4, 5, 6. And we put Scrooge back into play. I think we extort you all for 1 using a black.
All right, sounds good.
I'll lose 1. I have one
Scrooge.
floating. I will use this gold with the one floating for this ring of Zathrid. That's the one. Which is Scrooge's signet ring. You know, every rich man has to have a signet ring that he uses to steal his envelopes and things. And this is obviously the one that Scrooge uses. Look at it. Look how menacing it is. It looks like it's made of bone.
Rather
Right?
menacing.
Yeah, it looks like it's made of bone. It's definitely. And we'll pay one to extort that as well. So you'll all lose another. And then the one floating from that we'll use to equip it. Scrooge is now wearing his wonderful ring.
I really love the extort mechanic in a Scrooge deck. Good job.
Right? It's like literally the thing, right? Like this. Here we are extorting you. What? Why? Because Scrooge. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. I missed my upkeep trigger of tempting contract. Did anyone actually want treasures? Because technically this is not a May, so if you want them, you can have them.
No, I am fine.
I remember shortly after I took the treasure last time that you said you have another one, Riches.
True.
And
So you're good. You don't want one, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Right?
no treasures. I don't think any of us are being tempted by your.
And that's fine. This is what this card always does for me. Whenever I play this in any deck, everyone's like, "I don't want that," and I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "Because I don't want you to have some." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's fair." I will then proceed to passing my turn. Then I will untap my artifacts.
all right. Next turn, and we'll draw. All right. Let's +1 on Dakkon, Surveil 2. Wow. I am just not finding land. Let's put that on the bottom of the library. And you can go on. Okay.
Bottom top. Let's go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Something's got to go to your graveyard soon, so I don't have to keep looking at the twitching doll.
Yes,
Can you please cover that horrible doll?
Surveil something, Brad, please.
No, I'm gonna
Listen, we're okay
anyway,
knowing that the doll exists there, Brad, but we need you to put a blanket over it, okay?
and stuff.
Why does it
Then
look me funny?
I have traumatized you, so I'm gonna cast Fearless Recycling, and I'm gonna gift you a card.
Oh, thanks.
And because I gifted it, I can return 2 target permanent cards from my graveyard to my.
Oh, wow. Are you going to return twitching doll?
Yes, I'm gonna get it. The winds kept in the air at me. So
Oh, wow.
I was
Okay.
complaining about not getting land, so I figured.
Oh, low you ramping.
Let's just get. And look, now there's a nice raccoon in the graveyard right there.
There you go.
It's
Yeah,
much
it looks
better.
much better.
Than
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
twitching
much
doll.
friendlier.
Yeah.
Play these 2 as my lands for the turn via Rites of Flourishing. And I need to figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need one of these to be untapped. So I'm gonna get a
Don't forget,
Shopland and
they're
a
also
Shopland.
swamps.
They are. Ooh,
So they can just tap for mana if you don't want to sack
that's
them.
true. That's a good point. Thank you for reminding me.
You're very welcome.
So
I mean, bah humbug.
White, blue, black, red, 3, and 1 for another classic Christmas character, the 2-headed Hellkite. I need 5 permanents of all colors for my happily ever after win, so I jammed some 5-colored cards in here. The 2-headed Hellkite is my 5. It has Blind, Menace, and Haste, and when it attacks, I draw 2 cards.
The classic Christmas 2-headed Hellkite, right next to the classic Christmas Dakkon Shadow Slayer.
You can think of it like this is Santa's sleigh, or maybe this is Rudolph.
This sleigh is spelled S-L-A-Y?
Yeah. Steph.
Me.
I gave you a card.
You did.
I'm going to attack you for 5 in there. I'm going to draw 2 cards.
You're going to attack me or Oko?
Oko is my sworn enemy. Let's attack Oko.
I'll block with Joda.
Okay. Oh, sorry, this is miss.
Oh, I won't block with Joda. Oko's dead. I shouldn't have taunted you about it.
Wait a minute, I regret this decision immediately.
I do. I thought I could block it.
And I have no further actions to take, but I do have 8 cards in my hand, so I will discard. I'm going to discard this hard bristle bandit.
Brad is burdened by access. All right, I will untap and draw I will play 2 lands per turn. I will play a Scrubby, and I will play an Underground Sea. I'm gonna tap Joda's Codex to draw a card. Okay, sure. I will pay 5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To cast, or actually to. I'm gonna pay 5, 6, 7. Cast and mutate the Auspicious Sterix. So we're going to mutate this elf token with the Auspicious Sterix, which says, whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of my library until I exile X permanent cards, or X is the number of times this creature is mutated. That's only 1. But I put those cards onto the battlefield. So I'm going to grab the Trickster's Elf, which I can bestow on something. That's fine. It's just a 3/3. I don't get to bestow it on anybody, but that's okay. That is all right. We have an Auspicious Sterix. We have an elk, and we have a non-elking elf.
Sweating bullets over here.
You know, he knows what's coming to him.
Having flashbacks.
He knows what's coming to him. All right. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to cast this card, which has domain. It's allied strategies. Target player me draws a card for each basic land type among lands they control. So I'll draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I will pay 4 for the Chameleon Colossus. And then I will pay 5 for Shared Summons. I can search my library for up to 2 creatures with different names, reveal them, put them in my hand, and then shuffle my library.
And it's got an elk on it.
It sure does.
Wow.
I'm going to search for Craterhoof Behemoth.
Famous elk. Famous elk.
Let me see here. Right. Well, we gotta win the game somehow. Sorry, I gotta figure out which other one I want to grab. Let's see. I think Aza is probably not what I want right now. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Dawnglade Regent. And those 2 are gonna go into my hand.
Okay.
And then I think I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Okay. Cards, which are the Search for Escanta. Oh no, Academic Ruins and Great Furnace. I will reveal to you more land. Because that is what Iron Man is famous for. Lands.
He does like to create flying platforms of land.
That is true. I will play the 2 lands I draw. And I think it's time to really wake up the old Scrooge and send a message.
What?
Because the king has been trying to tempt us. The king has been trying to sell crooked and warped housing. He has a staff, a clock, and a horse. The king has proven to be very, very, very profitable.
Don't forget that tempting contract. It's always there.
It's true. But it seems like it's a two-way street where your side of the street is a bit wider than ours.
Accurate.
So I am going to return the Ghost of Christmas Past.
My goodness. He's back.
For 7. And I would also like to give the ghost the key to Scrooge's vault and equip that. I would like to go to combat and attack the Mad King.
I think I have to respond, right?
Yeah, you have to respond. I do make on the declaration of attack. I do make a treasure.
Right.
Not to sacrifice 1 to get an artifact.
You choose not to sacrifice?
I choose not to sacrifice.
Okay. So, I think we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. We'll pay 4 and tap this to tap King Makar. We'll pay 1 to untap this, and then 3 to tap this and untap this and exile Iron Man. I get a gold.
This feels very unfavorable.
I mean, you were trying to raid my vault. I heard you say it.
It is true. It is true.
I have to see everything.
The only problem is you get to untap Oh, only the artifacts, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Well, my dear king, I would like to use the ability of your own warped space and reveal the droplet that is on here for free. I think it's time for you to have an epiphany, which I can cast for free because the first spell I can cast from exile is for free. Which means I get 2 birds next to my fish, and I get to have another turn.
This is true. You do get to have another turn. I have no response to this. Everyone else good with two birds and an extra turn? I think you go for it whenever you're ready, Daniel.
I had to professionally draw my bird.
There it is. Perfect. Yep.
Beautiful.
I will end this turn and I will start my next.
So at your upkeep, I will untap my artifact.
Draw 2 more cards. Another ghost. Because I didn't. I mean, I had to bring the ghost buster. I will play 2 more lands in Stormcarved Coast and Fairy Islet.
So many lands.
Trying to figure out what to do here.
There's a crater hoof in our future. I'm pretty sure. I think I saw that earlier.
I saw that too, and that's the thing I'm trying to figure out.
I was like, I hope they would have forgot about that during the break.
I would like to cast Shape Anew on a treasure.
Shape Anew a treasure. All right. Arcane Signet.
The Infinity Gauntlet is not gonna help me against Scrooge. The card above
Gauntlet,
is
a humbug.
Through time. I would like to cast that from the top of my library.
Yeah.
By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put my hand. But thanks to Future Sight, you all get to see the 7.
White bordered Urza Saga. Let's go. There's that pesky ghost again too.
I'm a Proteus staff.
Nope. I get to pick 2 though.
I picked the Mycosynth Lattice and the Inventor's Fair. I'm trying to prevent the timeline with the Hulk from happening.
You want to make sure Scrooge sees the future, Christmas future, and realizes his horrible ways.
Yeah, well, I am trying to get that one thing that I can think of that gives Scrooge such a scare that he now wants to protect the world from mooses.
Start giving gifts.
Yeah. Yeah, because the only mousse Scrooge really loves is chocolate mousse, and I don't think he's gonna get that from Steph. So by order of decree, I have to pay 1 and rearrange the top 3 of my deck. I will cast the Future Sight Soul Ring. It looks the same as your Soul Ring. They just shifted the border to the left because in the future everything is just
right. It looks weird.
I tried my best. I really did, but the future does want me to get trampled by a lot of moose. I mean,
the future is wise.
The future has done its thing. I would like to pass my turn ominously.
Okie dokie. I guess I'll do this, right? Which is tap King Makar before your turn ends. And then move to next turn. Draw a card for Rites of Flourishing. Untap, upkeep. So untap, we have a King Makar trigger. I don't know. Let's hit Joda because Joda's not an elk. How about that?
Sure.
And it's maybe not the right choice, but it's the choice that makes the most flavorful sense, you know? And then we have a tempting contract. Anyone? Bueller?
I'm not tempted.
No, I know what
you want some coal to burn? No? All right, fine. What are we doing? Oh, we have an upkeep trigger from this ring too, don't we? God, this was here. What does this do? Puts a 1/1 counter on it.
Of course.
King Makar gets a 1/1 counter.
In the gym.
Now
Also,
has
really,
additional-
really egocentric card as it is. It's my car, not yours.
That's right. Yeah, it's my card. How do I set power and toughness? Increase. I don't know if that matters. This just seems. Who built this deck? Oh wait, I did. Right. Right.
This is your
Right.
fault. You know what you did.
This is a Bah Humbug deck. Right. Right. I forgot about that. Right. My bad. I don't think that even does anything. Yeah, that's fine. That card is just useless. Also fine. Kind of that's a Bah Humbug mono. Sure. Well, I have a lot of things that just don't do much. All right. Cool. Everyone has big blockers now too, so King Makar can't really attack into anything. I guess I could just untap it with the Ebony Horse though, so that it doesn't do it. It doesn't actually remove it from combat. That's weird. That's Ebony Horse is a weird card. Just untaps it and fogs its damage. Very strange.
Mm-hmm.
Let me exile a thing. That's absolutely needed at the moment. But it is fun, isn't it? Let's attack Brad for 3. So that's my declared attack. And then I will then let you declare blockers if you wish.
I will do that. I will block this Pinterest.
Okay, I will pay 2 and untap King Makar and prevent all damage dealt to and by King Makar. And when King Makar untaps, we will exile your giant dragon. Take that dragon.
Get it out of here.
I feel like it was gonna attack me next turn, and I don't want that.
I mean, there is one player here that has a greater being.
Creatures.
Yeah, it's
There's a
Crater
time to
Hoof,
play.
fine.
It's not now.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Crater Hoof. It's fine. Fine.
But I am.
You're all done after that,
Listen, it's fine. It's fine. What can we do about it? Well, I can't do anything about it while it's not on the table. So, I will pass the turn to you, Brad.
All right. Next turn and draw. Wow, look
I'll
at this.
untap
I'm gonna
my artifact.
play in this polluted delta and this divide triome that will be tapped. I am gonna pay, let's see, white, blue, black, red for this ley line of the Guild Pact.
Sweet card, yeah. Big fan.
So now my lands, my permanents are all colors. My online permanents are all colors, and my lands are every basic land type.
Yeah.
Woo.
Now you have part of Happily Ever After.
Yep. I'm going to play this Biomancer's Familiar. The only relevant part is that it makes the activated abilities of creatures I control cost 2 less to activate.
Seems good, especially with Kenra.
And I will tap 3 for this Selvala Explorer returns. Classic group hug card. Let's surveil 2 with Dakkon.
I know one of my favorite things to do with the holiday season is to parlay. You know, one of my favorite things.
I'm going to put both the cards in my grade right. It's an Ornithopter, Paradise, and a Jace, a Party Jace.
Jace.
I don't need those. Yep.
Just
and I'll
throwing
pass.
Jace in the bin right in front of Daniel like this. I can't believe you've done this.
I'll go to my turn and I will draw an extra card because Brad is still being very nice. I will play a land for turn. And I will pay 1. Nope, I will pay 1 to cast a Soul Ring. Always on time. I'm gonna tap Joda's Codex to draw a card. Okay. And then I will pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to cast the Crater Hoof unit.
There it is. We
1,
found
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all of my creatures are getting +6/+6 right now. I would then like to pay. Sorry.
Onwards, Blitzen. Onwards.
I will then pay 1.
After that, I give up.
2, 4. I will pay 4 to cast Clone. I would like to make a copy of Crater Hoof. Everything is getting +7/+7. So everything is getting a total of +13/+13.
Wow.
Oh, well.
And then I will pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to cast Tramp the Domain or Tromp the Domains. Until end of turn, creatures I control get trampled and get +1/+1 for each basic land type among lands I control.
5.
So 7 + 5 + 6 is what we're looking at here. So plus 17 plus 17
No,
and
18.
trample.
18.
It's 18.
Yeah.
Plus 18 plus 18 and trample. So
I think we can survive this. I believe in us.
Daniel, how much total toughness do you have on your board over there?
I need a Christmas miracle. I do. I
How much
have
total toughness? You have 3?
free and navigation, which is at this point. I have 7 power and 9 toughness.
Okay.
And
So I think it is unfortunate. That's okay. So 6 plus 18 is 24. I would like to send this 24 at Mr. B. I would also like to send this Chameleon Colossus, which has protection from black, at Mr. B. So this is so
Cool.
24 plus 22 is 46. So I need to send the small one at you as well. So I'll send the 21 at you as well. And then Daniel, I would like to attack you with this 23 and this 23. And Brad, I would like to attack you with this critter hook has different stats. Oh no, it doesn't. This one does. No, they both have the same stats.
Well, I mean, the clone would have a 6
Less.
plus 6 plus, right?
Yeah,
It would be less because it
that's
came
true.
in after.
That's true. Yeah. So, Brad, I would like to send this 23 at you plus this 17 at you.
Player blocks.
Well, I should have seen this coming.
I mean, we did. We talked.
You did.
We talked about it. Somehow, some things on all the timelines are anchor points, and it turns out Crater Roof is an anchor point, which is unchangeable by time. I could block with everything I have and still die.
Mm-hmm.
So I choose to say what my I don't know how you call that in English. My doctor once said I would die to mousse, and I thought he would say chocolate mousse, but this is what it is. I am just gonna take it. I am gonna get stampede. It is what.
Well,
happens.
you're gonna declare no blocks. That's what you're saying.
No blocks.
All right. I will also not be blocking.
Ed?
I am going to throw all 3 of my creatures in front of the smaller crater of behemoth.
Okay, that sounds great. The smaller Crater Hook Behemoth is still too big. It's still big enough to kill all of your creatures
Absolutely.
and survive. So, so you will take. So, Brad, I think I took sense.
I'm blocking with 11 toughness right now.
Okay. So I had 23
After
coming at you plus 17
block.
coming at you. So okay. Do you want me to calculate damage, or are you going to do stuff before damage is calculated?
I'm after blocks. I'm going to do things to the things coming at me,
Okay, please. Mm-hmm.
so that I hopefully do not die.
All right. So please do that.
So first things first. I will pay for Tap King Makar, and then I will pay another. I'll pay like this. Another 4, 1 to untap this, and then the 3 to untap King Makar, and I will hit the largest one you have that is not pro black, which I think is the Sterix.
The Sterix, yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I believe means now I have.
You have 22 pro black and 21.
Which will be 43.
Mhm.
Leaving me at 2.
You got to block with both of your creatures.
I don't have to block. I can just be at 2.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You can do that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I will stay at 2 life.
Sounds good.
So and then you have 40 coming to me. I am blocking 11, which puts me at 29.
Yes.
Damage. So I will go to 4.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna tap this for a white to gain 5 life. So I'll be at 9.
Sounds good.
And all my creatures are dead.
I will pass the turn after that.
Well,
Okay.
I just die.
The ghost of future died before I did. That means that I get to be a grump for the rest of the game. I'll untap. I will
You're much
rights to flourish.
reduced life total.
Yeah. Let's go to 2. You're correct. Let's not forget that part. We're at 2 life.
That's a very important part.
It's a very important part. You are correct. Hey, we found one of our other spirits. And you know what? We were dealing with the ghost of Christmas future, right? Right down there. And we have the ghost of Christmas present right here in this Cryptcast. So we might as well pay 3 to play the ghost of Christmas past, which is this Hypnotic Spectre, which is a 2/2 spirit. It says when it deals damage to somebody, they discard a card. Yeah. Being hurt by the
Oh.
spirit of your past. That's how this works. I will then extort that, I guess. That seems correct. Let's tap this and use the charcoal diamond to extort. Does that make sense? Everyone good with that? You each lose a life and I gain 2. I'm at 4. I'm slightly less dead. What are we going to do about all of that damage coming our way again next? Even though Greater Hoof is on the table, there are 2 of them, and they are 5/5s with trample, regardless of whether they are.
All of my creatures will have trample if I attack with blocks because of the L card.
Right. Yes,
Has
that
permitted
too.
them.
That too. You are correct. The worst kind of correct, in my opinion, but the best kind in your opinion, I'm sure. Oh dear. Do I kill Brad? Question mark.
I mean, I literally cannot stop you. So
You want second?
Oh yes, this will have an extra counter, and this will go up by 1. Look at that. You can just click on these. Holy moly!
Mhm.
And that makes it go up. My goodness. So I can hit Brad for 6 damage with my commander and the crypt gas. And then if I just cast 2 spells, I can kill him by extorting him. Do I have 2 spells to cast that will help me in some way? Okay. Okay. How do we do this? No. I think we do that, right? That's probably the better play. So I think we go combat, wing it, Steph for 6.
Taking it.
And we go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exsanguinate for 13.
wow,
Okay.
man, very good.
I'll go to 13. You will not gain all of the life from Brad, right? Or no, Brad, you can still lose life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll gain 26.
I'll gain 26 and go to 30.
Yep. My turn.
Yes, your turn.
So if
Untap
All right.
artifact.
Scrooge doesn't have a future, he turns into a vampire.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Mr. B, unfortunately, I think you may have forgotten that Chameleon Colossus has an activated ability, which says I can pay 4 to give it +X until end of turn, where X is its power.
You can go ahead and do your worst.
I think I will. I would like to attack you with my entire board, and we'll see what you do.
I will show you the darkest timeline by casting darkness.
Okay, that sounds great. You can go ahead and do that. Then I will go to my second main. Figured you might do something like that. So I would like to tap the Arcane Signet, and I'll leave 1 floating from the Soul Ring. Brad's going to join us at the door. Thank you, Brad. I'm going to play Masked Vandal. When this enters the battlefield, I can exile a creature from my graveyard. If I do, I exile an artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. I'm going to exile your staff.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I will use the 1 floating +2 to play a mirror entity. I will then pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to cast the Dawnglade Regent, and I will pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to cast Collective Blessing, which gives all of my creatures +3/+3.
And you're now the monarch as well.
I am the monarch, and so I will move to my end step, and I will draw a card.
It also means my Makar can't exile anything, which is very unfortunate for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm done for that.
I will then move to next turn. You drew for monarch.
Yeah, I drew at the end of the turn.
So I will untap King Makar. King Makar says you may, so I will choose not to, because otherwise I'd have to target my own thing. I can't target any
You
of
would,
yours.
yes, this is true.
What is this? Interesting. Okay. What is our option here? Well, first things first, none of your things have reach, right?
They do not.
We'll attack you for 2 in the air combat.
I'll take 2.
And you will discard a card. Haha.
I'll discard 3 visits.
Then I think I pay 4 like this, and I cast this Burden of Greed targeting you. You lose a life for each artifact you control. Tapped artifact, I should say specifically.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll lose 4.
Like that. And I'll extort it for 1. Yeah, that seems good. Lose another 1.
I'll go down to 6.
And then I'll pay 6 and cast Deadly Tempest.
Wow.
Oh no.
Okay.
Humbug!
Let me tap the Joda's tome, and I'm gonna see what I get here. Nope, you got it. I lose.
Wow. All right.
GG.
Scrooge hates fun. Remember?
Wow.
I
That
did.
was
There
good.
you go, everybody.
That was good.
That was a very good game. I
Good game,
apologize
good
for the
game.
break in the middle.
That is all right.
That's all good. I'm very happy you guys took time to do this. I mean, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
for
Thanks
having
for
us,
having us.
Daniel.
For everybody who just watched this, I'm gonna make sure you can find the deck lists down below. Could everybody just have a send off? Tell them where they can find you as you, not as your Christmas persona, of course. And what you guys do and what you guys got planned. Starting with, of course, the man who kept it all to himself, Mr. B.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mr. B or Mr. Bevers. You can find me in a whole bunch of places: Twitch, Blue Sky, YouTube, all that good stuff. I am on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter. I'm still on Twitter. I don't use it that much, but I do exist there still. I do Chat Chaos Commander on Twitch Tuesdays and Saturdays, where you can spend your channel points to impact the game. We'll be starting back up in January with a new season, so there'll be new redemptions and maybe some new weird stuff coming. I'm working on some new stuff. I was workshopping it this weekend actually on a car ride that I was on. So you'll see hopefully some new stuff coming in the new year from my content side of things. It might even be additional streams depending on how I want to handle it. So we'll see. But thanks for having me, Daniel.
Always. Always. I'm glad I can return the favor once. Well, Brad, that's you, I guess.
Yeah. Well, hi everybody. I am Brad, also known as SteelcityBrad on the internet. Seated there is my lovely wife Steph, also known as SteelcitySteph on the internet. That's how you can find us on the internet. We're on social medias like Twitter and Blue Sky. We are we do streams on Twitch, kind of magic variety, but we are focused on 1v1 sealed. So we'll open some booster packs, usually of uh, whatever the most recent set is. We're going through foundations right now. 6 booster packs each. We open up the pack, show you what cards we open, talk through our deck building process. Then we play a best of 3 game. My deck against Steph's. And at the end, we sort of wrap it up and talk about things we learned, what we would have done differently, what we liked about the decks, what we liked about the set. It was a great time. So you can check us out on Twitch at Steel City MTG is the best way to find us. We don't keep a super strict schedule, so the best way to know when we're going live is just to drop us a follow, so you'll be notified when we go live. But Steph will also post on social media when we're planning to go live.
Yeah.
Steph?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a whole lot to add, except for Brad and I also go to Magic events in person a lot. And so the next one that we have coming up, if any of y'all are going to be at, it'll be after the new year, and we will be at the Spotlight Series Atlanta event. No, yeah, Spotlight Series Atlanta event. And then shortly after that, we will be in Chicago. And so if any of y'all are going to be there, feel free to reach out. Let us know. Thanks for having us.
Very cool.
Yeah, we're done.
Always. I mean, I couldn't have done it with better people than you three. And well, for everybody watching here already on my channel, you know by now probably what I do, who I am. And I also soon after the holidays will be in Chicago, where I will probably, hopefully, get a vlog up with these lovely people, because it is time to do that, because I love to showcase my friends. So yeah, this has been a blast. As I started it, I shall end it by story. As all can see, greed rules the world. Not a single soul, not the future, not the king dressed up as Santa Claus, or all of Santa's elks, and even Oko, could stop poor Scrooge from ruining the world and himself. Long may he reign, sad may he reign, but rich he will be. This was a Christmas story, a different way, a different timeline. And like I said, seeing the future doesn't mean you can change it, but at least you can have fun in every timeline with your friends. Once again, thanks for being here. Thanks for playing, everybody. Thanks for watching this. Happy holidays. A great new year. Don't do too many weird fireworks shenanigans. And we'll see you in the new year. So thank you and bye.
Bye, everyone.
Right.